Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1672nd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. This 1672nd installment of these educational videos comes at you on a Thursday night for trading Friday, September 15th, 2017. Traders, before we get into it, if you don't know this, you haven't been trading for very long, so you should know this. Futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss if you do not know what you're doing. This is absolutely not the game for just everybody. You must have risk capital to lose if you're going to play the futures trading game, stocks, futures, you name it. And just know that you should always place stops, always place them first. Don't worry about slippage. Put your stops in, let them work for you as your best friend. So, at livewithoscar.com, we work on lots of cool things, and one of them is something like this. Okay, so let's look at this chart. Let's be realistic. A missile was launched over Japan by some spoiled fat brat child that's got too many toys, launches a weapon tonight, and you know what happens? The market dips. That was about it. In fact, let me do that again. Let me just turn this arrow to the left, and I'll also include the side effect. The market went like this. After a missile was shot off over Japan by North Korea. It went, just down here. That was about it. You hear it? You hear it? That was about it. So, what does that mean? That means a missile being launched did absolutely nothing but this, in my opinion. It brought the market down to the bottom of a gorgeous-looking bull flag. That's all that happened. When it came down, after the missile was launched and it went, all it did was go to the bottom of a flag. From there, it rallied back up. We are right here, right now, back at the top of that flag. I am sorry, fat boy or not, I am not selling a bull flag in a bull market. It's not happening. So here's your emini S&P. Even if I had a bearish signal, I would not be selling a bull flag. So this is a bull flag. If anything, we'd be a buyer of dips on Friday. So if the E-mini looks like it very well could be in a bull flag, and we've got some lunatic shooting weapons off, we don't always have to trade the E-mini S&P, but I am telling you that this looks much more bullish than bearish, and I am not willing to come up with a selling or short selling scenario. And let me show you a couple of quick reasons why you probably shouldn't get bearish either. So let's look at a couple of stocks. Look at Tesla Motors. This does not look like a stock that's about to go down on Friday. The S&P doesn't look like an index that's about to go down on Friday. This stock, in fact, looks fantastic. Tesla, TSLA, looks fantastic for trading on Friday. And an interesting thing about Tesla, look at how it reacts around one of my OMNI averages. It's not my OTAP, but just one of my OMNI averages, one of the many I use. So I happen to be looking at this one, which was sitting out on the chart for quite some time, and went, oh, forgot about that average completely. And look at how well Tesla is holding. So I thought I'd present this to you in tonight's video. So it holds really well on one of my OTAP averages, right? And you can see here, one of my OMNI averages. It holds here, it holds here, it holds here, it holds here, it holds here. Finally, it holds here, and boom, it explodes. All right, so another reason why looking at this chart for trading on Friday, that doesn't look bearish. Then if you're a trend line follower, you can see that you just broke out of a decent trend line, and now you're above that trend line, holding one of my OMNI averages. No reason why you'd want to be short Tesla. Tesla is a buy for trading on Friday. And then you've got something like this. This one I think is fantastic for trading on Friday. Where did I save that again? Oh, here. AVGO Broadcom. In fact, I was doing some analysis this afternoon, and a shout out to you, Dano. Thank you, sir. We were discussing Broadcom together, and I said, you know, absolutely. We'll talk about that in tonight's video. Broadcom, look at the way this acts around an OMNI average. My goodness. First of all, a trend line starts way back, but we get above it here. and then it rallies up, and boom, it holds the trend line. And then it rallies up, and boom, it holds the trend line. But lo and behold, now OMNI's average is involved. Then it rallies up, and boom, it holds the OMNI average, never even hits the trend line. And then it rallies up, and boom, it holds both the average and the trend line. And then it rallies up, and boom, where is it? It just held the average and the trend line as far as the settlement is concerned on Thursday, right here, where it closed on Thursday. In fact, another little arrow. Right here, where it closed on Thursday, it held this line like it did here, like it did here, like it did here, like it did when it got above here, and it held the average like it did here, and like it did here, and here, and like it did here, and like it did here, as well. Well, the average wasn't there. So it held the average every time it got near it, and here we are, bouncing off that average, and I just showed you what I have to construe as a bull flag in the emini S&P for trading on Friday, as well as I just showed you Tesla, which looks as bullish as the day is long. AVGO looks like a great buy. There is no way we're coming up with a short scenario for trading on Friday. We are going to look to buy the dips in AVGO and or buy the dips in Tesla, and or if emini S&P dips enough, we will look to buy the dips there as well. Traders, also some grains look very interesting. I'll discuss those with you at my free live trading room. You'll find that at www.livewithoscar.com. Come join me in my free live trading room, where I'll be right after I finish this video. And remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to help keep those emotions at bay is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, I will see you all in my free live trading room at www.livewithoscar.com.